welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Susannah and welcome to Susannah's Kitchen. If you're not new, then thank you so much for joining me again for another Ninja Foodi recipe. So today I'm making such a simple one, but it's a classic family dinner that you'll make time and time again, particularly midweek because it's quick and easy. Chuck it in one pot and there is dinner. And that is exactly what we need when we're so busy. So this one is a family favourite because I think that kids really enjoy this as well. It's a pasta bolognese. You can add the extras into it. You can take things out if your kids don't like it, if they're a bit fussy. So it's a real nice dinner, this one. Obviously, the video is the recipe and you can follow along. But if you like a printable recipe, then head over to my website and check out my recipes page because all of my recipes are on there with the calories, ingredients, method, and you'll be able to print it off, use it time and time again. There's loads of choice on there. So that is www.susannaskitchen.uk. And of course, you can buy a copy of my book over there as well. So let's get into making this lovely dinner. Don't forget to give me a like if you do enjoy the video. And also, if you're new here, then I'd love it if you become one of my subscribers. This isn't going to take long. Let's go and make it. To begin, I'm going to put some spray oil, not very much, just a few squirts in the bottom there. And I'm just heating this up now on sear and saute. So we'll start getting that warm. I'm using a couple of rashers of bacon. So I'm going to pop those in first. I'm just using scissors quickly to get small little pieces and put them in. I like my bacon to be a little bit crispy. I like to render down the fat that's on here. So that's why I do that first before I put anything else in. Now, one thing I have forgotten to get on my shopping list was some celery. So when I'm making this, if you want to add some celery into this as well, then it's really nice as a base, but it's just optional. You don't need to use that. Once we get this bacon cooking, this is smoked bacon, by the way. Again, just my preference. You can use an unsmoked version if you prefer, or you can leave the bacon out. Just adds that extra flavour, which is exactly what I'm looking for. And it doesn't really give you too many more calories for this dish. So this is going to be serving 2 this evening. You can hear the sizzle now, can't you? So we're getting to a nice temperature in the pot. I've got it on level 4. Right, so that's the bacon in. And then to the bacon, while that's cooking, I'm going to add in carrot and onion. So this is for 2 people. I've got 1 carrot diced up and around half an onion. And let's just cook those together. Now, we're not expecting the carrot to be fully cooked because, of course, this is going to go under pressure. But I just want to soften it slightly and get some colour on that bacon as our starting point. I'm not going to add any salt into this because the bacon is already quite salty. This is starting to smell really good. So I'm going to add in my minced beef. I'm using 250 grams here. Put that straight in. And using your silicone utensil, just break it up slightly. And then into that, I'm going to add half a teaspoon of each. So we've got some rosemary, some dried basil here. Oh, it's a little bit harder to get out. Give that a good shake. And then some oregano as well. Again, you don't need to use all 3 herbs if you don't want to. It's up to you. And then I like some black pepper as well. Into here, I'm going to add a tablespoon of Worcester sauce. I'm going to turn off the sear and saute now. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to be using this evening. Now, I'm using this, which is from Tesco's. It's part of the Tesco Finest range, and it's their sun-dried tomato and red wine sauce. Now, of course, you're not all going to have this unless you go out and buy it for this particular recipe, but I wouldn't expect you to be doing that. So, if you're not using this, then you're going to need to use 250 millilitres of passata, but all the other ingredients are going to remain the same. So basically, if you're not using this, 250 ml of passata. So let's get my jar in here. I'm going to have to get in and scrape it out. And of course, if you're not using this, then you can put a little bit of red wine into this. It's just going to really make it nice and rich. Now, either way, you're going to want your liquid here, which is 175 ml of beef stock. And all I'm going to do is just use that just to help me rinse out this jar. All my recipes are now printable on my website. So if you're interested and you want the recipes, so you can go and get them as and when you want to, be able to print them off and use them time and time again, then they're on my website, which is www.susannahskitchen.uk. And then the other liquid you're going to want is around half a tin of tomatoes. Doesn't matter if they're plum tomatoes, chopped tomatoes, these ones are little cherry tomatoes. So around half a tin of that. There you go. And I'm going to just throw in as well 6 cherry tomatoes just chopped up, just because I fancied it and I thought it's going to be nice to have those chunkier pieces in there as well. I'm going to add 1 bay leaf for flavour. And then I forgot my garlic. I meant to put this garlic in a little bit earlier. It's not really going to matter. Let's just get that in now. It'll flavour it while it's cooking. But ideally, I would have put the garlic in when I was searing sauteing. Now, I think that is everything. I just need to add my pasta. And I tend to like to put my pasta in and not really mix it. Just push it down ever so slightly into the liquid that we've got in there. I forgot to mention that if you are using like a jarred sauce like I am, and then using a tin of tomatoes, which are sort of cherry tomatoes, so a bit more chunkier, they're not so liquid, then you may just need a little bit more stock. So the 175 ml of stock works really well when you've got that liquid passata and half a tin of chopped tomatoes, which again are very watery. If you're using the jar of sauce like I am, and then like the cherry tomatoes, then you're going to need a little bit more stock. It's hard to say exactly how much, but you can always reduce it down afterwards. So I would probably go up to at least 225 ml. You'll probably be able to tell, to be honest, when it covers that pasta. You'll see that the liquid actually covers the pasta rather than it just sitting on top. So I hope that helps a little bit, but obviously it depends on which way you go about this to how much liquid you're actually going to need. Brilliant. We're ready now to get this under pressure. So close your lid. Then your pressure valve up here, you need to make sure that that is on seal. Slide over here with your selector to the far end onto pressure. I want a quick release there, just so that we don't overcook that pasta. Once the cook time is finished, the pressure will be released really quickly. That's exactly what we want. High, and then just 6 minutes. This looks absolutely delicious. I'm going to now serve up. There we go, a gorgeous pasta bolognese made in one pot, under 500 calories per portion. Going to give it a little sprinkle of grated Parmesan cheese on the top. That looks absolutely gorgeous, and I'm going to give it a try. Here we go. I'm going to give it a try. It smells gorgeous. I can tell it's going to be a really nice, rich sauce. Oh. Pasta is cooked perfectly. It's rich. It's full of flavour. Oh, that is so, so good. You've got to give this a try. Let me know in the comments if you do try it. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember, hit the like button for me, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time for another video. Thank you for watching. Bye.